Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. If you're being here with us, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. God bless you. I don't take it for granted at all. In a quiet town called Ishoro, there lived a beautiful girl named Zina. She was admired by everyone in the village, and men from far and wide came to ask for her hand in marriage. No one could deny her beauty. Her glowing skin, her radiant smile, and kind eyes made her the talk of the town. But no matter how many men asked her to marry them, Zina couldn't say yes. Instead, she preferred to spend time with them, only to send them away once she was done. It wasn't because she didn't want love. Zina had a deep secret, one she couldn't share with anyone except her two best friends, Efe and Lami. She trusted them completely and confided in them about her struggles. Zina had something inside her, something that made her feel restless. She couldn't spend a day without being with a man. It wasn't just one man. Sometimes it was even 10 in a single day. It wasn't because she wanted to, but because she had to. There was a fire inside her that couldn't control. Since she was 15 years old, Zina had felt a strange burning in her body that made her feel restless. She started seeking out men to calm the fire, but no matter what she did, the feeling never went away. By the time she turned 25, the problem had grown worse. She had lost count of how many times she had sought help, but no one knew how to help her. Zina had slept with almost all the men in her town because she had a very high fire between her legs that needed to be constantly satisfied. Zina was deeply ashamed. She had even paid men to be with her just to ease the burning inside her, but nothing worked. Every night, she would lie in bed and cry, wondering why she was cursed with this terrible secret. She didn't want to live this way, but it seemed impossible to stop. Her parents were clueless about what was happening to their beautiful daughter. They often pressured her to get married, saying, "Zina, you are so beautiful. Why don't you settle down with a nice man?" But Zina couldn't tell them the truth. How could she explain that one man would never be enough for her? How could she marry when she needed many men every day? So she kept her secret, telling her parents she wasn't ready for marriage, even though the real secret was far darker. One day, while walking out of a small cafe, Zina bumped into a young man named Toby. He was kind and gentle, and for the first time in her life, Zina felt something strange, something different. Her heart raced and her cheeks flushed. Toby smiled at her and said, "No worries. Are you okay?" Zina nodded quickly, unable to speak, as Toby offered her a ride home. She found herself agreeing without hesitation. That night, after their chance meeting, Zina couldn't stop thinking about him. She felt something she hadn't felt before: hope. Maybe, just maybe, Toby could be different. As days went by, Zina and Toby grew together. They spent more time together, and soon enough, Toby confessed his love for her. Zina was overjoyed. For the first time, she believed she could have a normal life. Maybe this love would take away her secret and the fire inside her would disappear. But it didn't. Even though Zina loved Toby deeply, the burning desire didn't stop. She tried to hide it, but soon she found herself sneaking away to meet other men on a daily basis. She hated herself for it, but she couldn't resist the pull. The guilt ate away at her. Every time she was with Toby, she felt like she was lying to him. She wanted to be faithful, but the fire was too strong in between her legs. One evening, Toby surprised Zina with a proposal. He got down on one knee and asked, "Will you marry me?" Zina was shocked and said yes. She couldn't wait to share the news with her best friend Ife and Lami. The three friends met at their usual spot the next day. Zina proudly showed off her engagement ring, her smile wide and bright. Ife and Lami cheered for her, hugging her tightly and celebrating this big moment in her life. They drank and laughed, imagining the beautiful life Zina was about to live with Toby. But deep inside, Lami felt something dark. She had always been in Zina's shadow. Lami had struggled to find love herself, and now she couldn't understand how Zina, who carried such a dark secret, could be the one to get everything. Lami felt bitter and jealous. How could someone who slept with so many men be rewarded with love and happiness, while she, Lami, was left with nothing? The jealousy grew and it ate away at her until she came up with a plan. A plan to stop Zina's wedding. The big day arrived. Zina and Toby were surrounded by friends and family, and the wedding hall was beautifully decorated. Everyone was excited to witness their love. But just as Zina and Toby were about to exchange their rings, something strange happened. The large screen in the hall flickered, and a video started playing. It wasn't a sweet video of Zina and Toby's journey together. No, it was something much worse. It was a video recording of Zina sleeping with different men. The guests gasped in shock as the sounds of their voices filled the room. Zina's secret was out for everyone to see. Toby's face turned pale. He couldn't believe what he was saying. Zina stood frozen, her world crashing down around her. The whispers in the room grew louder, and she could feel the weight of everyone's judgment. Toby didn't say a word. He walked out of the hall, leaving Zina behind. Zina ran after him, crying and begging him to listen, but it was too late. Toby was too hot. He drove away, leaving Zina standing there, broken and alone. Ife quickly rushed to Zina's side, helping her into a car and driving her home. Zina cried uncontrollably, wondering how her life had come to this. She knew her secret would destroy her, but she never thought it would happen this way. The days that followed were filled with pain and regret. Zina's heart ached for Toby, but she knew the truth was difficult to face. She couldn't live with her secret any longer. She needed help, real help, to deal with the fire inside. You must be wondering who played that video on Zina's wedding day. Anyways, guys, if you have watched up to this point, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, turn your post notification buttons so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Click on the like button to give this video a thumbs up. Share with your friends and your family. It's all entirely free of cost. Thank you so much. God bless you. Alright, let's continue. It was Lami, her friend, the one she trusted with her secret. Lami had actually taken secret recordings of Zina with other men and played them on the screen on her wedding day, just to end the marriage, all because of envy and jealousy. Zina didn't know Lami was involved. She still treated her like a friend and sister. But Lami kept on putting fire into Toby and Zina's relationship, seeking different ways to get Toby's attention. She said to herself, "Since I have succeeded in destroying the relationship between Toby and Zina, I think I can have Toby to myself. Why would someone who's always sleeping with many men marry this handsome man, and me, Lammy, can't? I must get Toby. She tried so hard, but it failed because Toby wasn't interested in anything that had to do with Zina. Talk more of being with her friend. Zina, on the other hand, decided to seek professional help. She found a doctor who specialized in the disorder she had, and slowly, through therapy and treatment, she began to heal. It wasn't easy, but Zina knew she had to fight for her life. One day, after many months of healing, Zina received a letter from Toby. In it, he told her that while he was hurt by what had happened, he still cared about her and wanted her to get better. He also wrote that he later realized it wasn't Zina's fault, it was a health condition, and told her to call the phone number in the letter. Out of all excitement, Zina called Toby through the phone number written in the letter, and they had a very lengthy conversation that led to a reconciliation. Toby and Zina's relationship kick-started all over again, and Toby was ready to support Zina through her therapy to get healed completely from her high libido issues. Lammy, on the other hand, realized that she couldn't have Toby, and she realized that she had done so much harm to her friend. She decided to come and seek forgiveness. She begged Zina to please forgive her, that she was so sorry, and Zina, with her good heart, forgave Lammy. But the relationship could never be like before. Toby and Zina eventually got married, and her friend Efe was the chief bridesmaid. They were all so happy, and they lived their life happily ever after. So what's the moral of this story? Secrets, no matter how well hidden, always find a way to come out. It's important to seek help and be honest with ourselves before it's too late. True healings come from facing the truth, no matter how painful it may be. Secondly, let us try to be mindful of the kind of people we call friends, because they are actually friends who are unfriendly. Let us be careful of the people we tell our secrets to. Sometimes we should just be the best friends to ourselves and keep our secrets to ourselves. Thank you so much for listening to this story. I hope you learned a thing or two. My name is Golden. Thank you for listening to this story once again. Like I said before, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Turn your post notification button to be notified every time I post a new video. Click on the like button to give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends and your family. Thank you so much. Bye for now, and I'll see you in my next video.